Okay, now to texturizing. Now, if you look around the internet, a lot of people will ask around, how do I texture an SVG? And a lot of people say, you can't. And they usually use these things as silhouettes. What a waste. We have a few quick and dirty little tricks to slap a texture on this thing and make it look great. Okay, the first dirty trick, and this is the dirtiest one, is to bring your 3D mesh in world and then create a prem, flatten the prem, and put the flattened prem right over your mesh. Right click to edit, and then turn the whole thing transparent, the whole prim transparent. Select face, click that front face, and then you could just pop your image over it, and then right click to edit and kind of maneuver it into place by stretching and moving. Then we select all and we link. Okay. Very cool. It looks good. Nobody's the wiser. We click that. Always make anything mesh, make phantom. Everything that can be phantom, make phantom, I should say. But okay, so we see with this, we've got 2 land impacts because it's 2 different pieces. But still in all, it's still a good look. The second dirty little trick, not as dirty, but okay, we're back in Blender. We've got our 3D mesh. First thing we want to do though is I want to help you unlock a hidden free add-on in Blender that we're going to need. So we're going to come up to the left-hand corner of our screen and we're going to click Edit. And we're going to go down to Preferences, click Preferences, and our Preferences window opens up. We're going to come over here to the search engine and we're going to type in image. And it singles out import images as planes. Import, export, import images as planes. You want to tick the little box next to the arrow. Make sure that there's a little check mark in there. Then come down to the bottom left of the preference window and click the 3 little lines. And then save preferences. And then you can X out of your Blender preferences. Now that opened up something that I use a lot in Blender, and that's bringing an image in as a plane, as a mesh plane. We're going to go up to the left. We're in object mode. We're going to come to the right, and we're going to go hover over Add. Click Add, and then go down to Image. We're now going to, in the drop-down window, click Images as Planes. Open that up. Navigate to your pictures. And your Cool School folder should be first. Double click and click on the pretty picture we made in Copilot. So now our plane is in our Blender window, but we don't see an image. Okay, we're going to go up to the left of this window, up to the globes. And right next to the globes to the right is a down arrow. Click the down arrow and come down to texture. And now you see your texture on the plane. What we're going to do now is we're going to maneuver this to fit on top of our mesh, kind of like what we did in World. And we're going to use these tools on the left-hand side of your screen. And they're very much like the tools that we use in World. So this is your move button. And you've got your move handles. your rotate, and your scale. We want our scale first, so we're going to kind of scale that down. And then we're going to move it in place. But the one thing about the scale is when you're scaling, it scales all the axes at one time. So you see, like, it just scales everything together, both right and left side, up and down side. And that's really not conducive to what we want to do in this exercise. We would like to move this edge up so we can cover this black. So we're going to go into edit mode. And I'm going to teach you how to move just one side of this object. To the right of edit mode, you've got 3 different modes. So you've got your vertice mode, you've got your edge mode, and you've got your face mode. Vertice mode, these are your vertices in the corner. Your edge mode, which is what we want, are these, because we want to be able to move that edge up. But I do want to show you the face mode. There's your face mode. Go back to edge mode, and while we're still in edit, we want to click this edge because I want to move that up. So we click that edge, we tap on the G key on our keyboard, G for grab, and don't do anything. I'm going to take notice of the X, Y, and Z axis in color on the upper right. And I can see that the Y axis is the way I want to go. So now I tap the Y. And now I can move this up and down on the Y axis. So that looks pretty good. I see I want to go a little down on this. So I click that edge. I tap G for grab. And again, I want to go on the Y axis because I want to go a little down. And now I'm able to move that a little bit down. And when I get in here, I see I want to bring this edge in a little bit. So I click that edge, tap G for grab, and now I want to go side to side, and that's the X axis. So I click X. And now I'm able to just move that in just a little bit. And I think I want to do the other side as well. We're going to go from the bottom and check it out. Yep. So I want to hit this edge, tap G for grab, and X for axes, and move that over a little bit. And I think that looks pretty close. So now we're going to go up to the left-hand corner, and we're going to click on Object. We're going to go back into Object mode. That looks pretty good. You're going to tap the letter A for all on your keyboard, and that selects all of the mesh on your screen. Come up to Object. So you're in Object mode. Come over to the right to Object. Click Object. And now down to Join. And now you've just joined these 2 meshes together. So it's a little less dirty than the doing it in world way, but it'll be one land impact, and it'll kind of look a little bit better as well. So we're going to export that file, export Collada. Export Collada. We're going to come in world. We're going to build, upload mesh. Go to documents. There's my sign. I'm up in the ante on these because I want people to see it and I don't want it to collapse. Gonna go physics, from file, browse, go to my downloads, navigate to my physics cube, and calculate weights and fees, and upload. Now we bring our model in. Let's stretch that sucker up. We want to rotate it 90 degrees, the x-axis, and bring that up. Okay, so we see our image is on the back there. We're going to rotate this so we can see the front. Let's move that over. We're going to select or edit linked, and we're going to click on that front panel, and we're going to drop and drag our image make sure that's white. Let's make it full bright. And that, no fiddling around needed. You have it perfectly mapped. It's perfectly textured. And we're going to right click and edit, and we're going to make the object phantom, and look, it's one land impact. And nobody's the wiser. And it looks fantastic. And that brings us to the third way of texturing an SVG in Blender.